Money in the Bank is something really important. And in the last video I did, I talked about the 5 greatest Money in the Bank cash-ins of all time. So in this video, it's time to do the complete opposite. And we have the Money in the Bank contract. Get it? No, actually I will just talk about the 5 worst Money in the Bank cash-ins of all time. 5. Baron Corbin. In 2017, Baron won the Money in the Bank briefcase, and him being on SmackDown, he had to cash in on then current WWE Champion Jinder Mahal. Mahal that day had to face John Cena in the main event. Somehow he managed to avoid getting pinned after multiple AA, but would ultimately lose by DQ when Corbin interfered, which then Corbin led to cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase on Mahal, but Cena distracted the Lone Wolf, allowing Mahal to roll up Corbin to pick up the victory. There is no denying Baron Corbin looked pretty bad failing his Money in the Bank cash-in, but according to some reports at that time, there was a reason why. The site speculated that WWE had been, down on Corbin, with official allegedly concerned about Corbin's lack of microphone skill, I guess, at that time, especially against Cena. But again, that's all just a rumor. Let's go straight to number 4 now. When Otis won the Money in the Bank briefcase in 2020, well, no one in the WWE universe knew where things were heading, and as it turned out, neither did WWE. Of course. Tucker recently revealed that it was a very last-minute decision. Otis held the briefcase for 5 months before losing it to The Miz at Hell in a Cell last year. As Miz was drafted to Raw a few weeks prior, he claimed that he would be cashing in, sooner rather than later. Miz then cashed in at TLC but failed to successfully cash it in, but according to Miz, he didn't cash in, it was John who did. Well, there's something wrong about that. I mean, for Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman was the one who cashed in, so I bet Seth didn't know that rule at that time. Probably neither WWE did too. So he got his briefcase back and successfully cashed in at Elimination Chamber, becoming a 2-time WWE champion. Miz is the first person in history to successfully cash it in and at the same time also failed to cash in. I hope I didn't get anyone confused here, because I just got myself confused. Number 3. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman in 2018 was the biggest star of the company, and now he's no longer even with the company, which still makes me sad. Anyway, in 2018, he decided to cash in his Money in the Bank contract, so he laid out the challenge loud and clear at WWE Hell in a Cell, the face-off in a Hell in a Cell match where nobody could interfere, right? Well, Drew and Dolph attempted to break in on behalf of Strowman, while the Shield did their best to help Reign. However, someone else interfered, and that someone else was Brock Lesnar. Lesnar made his way to the ring to lay out 2 competitors. Referee Mick Foley attempted to get a handle of the situation but was blinded by Paul, who sprayed him in the face. Lesnar left nothing but destruction in his wake, and when he and Heyman left, the pay-per-view was over. Yes, a Hell in a Cell match ended in a DQ. I know, it doesn't make any sense. Vince, it doesn't make any sense, and that's just garbage. Number 2. The first superstar to fail the Money in the Bank cash-in was the 16-time world champion himself, John Cena. The Leader of Destination was in the middle of his epic feud with CM Punk, and unlike most competitors, Cena called his shot and challenged Punk on Raw 1000, but let's face it, John didn't need the briefcase to challenge Punk anyway. He could have just go there and challenged Punk. He could have got any championship match whenever he wanted, but I think he need, according to WWE, he needed a briefcase to do that. But anyway, Big Show ran to the ring during the match and broke it up. The match ended in a DQ for Cena. Though he won the match, he actually failed to win the title, making him the first superstar to not walk out as WWE Champion. Of course, Punk refused to help Cena as he was beaten by the world's largest athletes, and would cement his heel turn when The Rock rushed in to Cena's aid. After he took Show to the floor, Punk attacked the Great One, setting up a feud 6 months in the making. Number 1. Damien Sandow. Sandow decided to cash in on Cena on a random edition of Monday Night Raw and was unable to defeat John Cena despite the champ having an injured arm. Though Cena was the first to fail, Sandow was actually the first to lose his cash-in attempt, but at least he had a great feud with Cody Rhodes, and I was always a big fan of Mizdow. Still, nobody wants to be featured on a list like this. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go follow me on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and make sure to subscribe for more content, to leave a like, and let me know in the comments down below what you think of the video, and until next time, thanks for watching.